Hello, I'm Reverend Paul Gaspar, and for over 30 years, I've been helping people with life and living issues. And tonight, I think this is video one on respect, and the gals here are going to ask me some questions.
Why do you feel that respect is such an important issue that people need to appreciate and follow through with?
Huh. Okay, why? Have you ever been at a party or in a classroom or at work and somebody was very disrespectful to someone other than yourself? That ever happened to you?
Yes,
How'd it make you feel?
it made me feel terrible. I wanted to go and shake the person.
Yes, yes. And why is that? Because God put that in us. Disrespect. Men will tell you they're somewhere and someone is hurting a guy or a gal, or they'll go over. They don't know, and they're taking their life in their hands to go and protect that person because God put that in there. We don't want to see someone hurting someone else. Our country has gone to war over this, taking away the rights of others. So I actually now believe that respect is even more important than love, because not everyone can love us because we don't know everyone. But you go to the bank, you can let somebody go ahead of you for, to be more patient, to be more respectful. You go to a grocery store, sometimes I take the tissue and I wash off the handle, elderly person, guy, woman, doesn't matter. And I say, here, take this one. I just gave it an oil job, grease job, and washed it for you. They laugh, I laugh. And so I'm practicing respecting, showing respect to others. Good for them, good for me. And that's what they say. If it's God's will, everybody wins. And if we constantly do that, where does that put us? It puts us caring about others. So, and it becomes a habit of showing respect. People see that, then they start doing it. There's no downside to showing people respect. And we don't get caught up in the head jazz, whether they deserve it or not. Just give them respect because they're a child of God and they do deserve it. Whether we judge them for whatever reason, we should, and God wants us to respect everyone, whether we, in our humanness, judge them as not deserving it.
But how can you be respectful to somebody, as you just said, if you know that they've done something that you just can't relate to, but yet you say everybody deserves respect.
Yeah.
But within yourself, you feel like, how can I respect that person?
No, I'm not talking about you don't respect them for the wrong that they did. You respect them because they are a person. I'm not asking you to go out to eat with them or invite them over to your house, but in that situation where you meet them, you can be respectful and move on. Okay? It's the same if somebody is rude to you in traffic. You don't have to be rude back. You can slow down, let them cut in front of you, whatever. That's fine. Because that person's not going to be in your life. But we don't have to chase them, honk at them, swear at, this takes it away from us. It makes us less than. God wants us to be more than. So by giving strangers respect and respecting people that we know, and it's a habit. It's a good thing. It makes us feel good and it makes them feel good. Everybody wins.
The other day, it was on a Saturday morning, I went into the bank, and myself and the woman in front of me, she was a much younger woman, we started talking with each other. She told me she had just moved here from Colorado. And so we started engaging with each other in conversation. And then a woman, and there was people ahead of us waiting to go to the teller. So it wasn't like we were holding anybody up. But then when it was her turn to go, we had just finished having our conversation. The woman, two people behind me, she goes, "Come on, ladies, get moving." And so the woman I was talking to says, we didn't have to stop talking because there was people ahead of us. And it was like the other woman just couldn't accept the fact she seemed to be in such a rush. And because she was so uncomfortable that we were talking, she tried to make us feel uncomfortable. So when I finished with the banker, as I walked past this woman, I went, and she did the same thing to me. How do you feel about that?
You're asking me how do I feel about it? Well,
Yeah.
there's
Clearly, that wasn't the respectful thing to do.
you had another option, didn't you?
I did.
Now, obviously, this woman was in a spin. She really couldn't be there for anybody else. Something was bothering her. You know, maybe she got some bad medical news or family. Who knows what could be? So you know she's not in a good place. So what is the loving thing to do?
Say, have a nice day as you walk past
What
her.
else?
Goodbye.
Okay, so you're going to make me tell you because you aren't going to say it, right? You're going to
Clearly.
say, obviously, you're in a hurry. Why don't you go ahead? You see what I mean? It doesn't cost anything, does it? Now, because not letting her go, she's just going to upset more people and maybe take your peace away. So let her go.
She was 3 people behind
Oh,
me.
fine. But you see my point.
Mhm.
It's better to be respectful and kind than not. Because if you're not, you make the situation worse instead of making it better.
Absolutely true.
You know what's that saying? What would Jesus do?
Yeah.
You see my point. That's all you got to see. See
Yeah.
the point.
Mhm.
We're better off regardless of whether the person deserves it or not to be respectful.
Thank you for that.
Oh, my pleasure.
So I know respect has to do with picking and choosing. I said before, when you pick people and not, I mean, when you're picking them and choosing, that's disrespectful. So you have to be accepting to everybody, regardless of the matter, because they're human beings.
You know, a lot of these things, did I cut you off?
No.
Oh, a lot of these things take practice, could maybe take quite a bit of time. Because if you don't have these spiritual qualities, it's going to take a while to get them. So a lot of times when I'm talking, I hope you don't think that, you're going to wake up tomorrow and start doing this. You got to start trying, but it's going to take a while before it comes natural to you. But once it does, your life is going to be so much better. You're going to have so much more peace, so much more joy, so much more happiness. You're going to say, why didn't I do this before? So in response to your picking and choosing, as we had talked earlier, I'm going to care for this person, but not that. I'll care for you, you, and you, but not them. That's in our human judgment, right? Well, we can be caring, we can be respectful, and walk away. We don't have to stay. I mean, you're not going to be best friends with everyone you meet, but you should be respectful. That's the subject, right?
So a rookie like myself and other people who are trying to adapt this, how instead of picking and choosing people, we respect them, and that's how we're going to fix this issue.
Well, it's like anything else. The goal, what is all humans, their goal? The goal for human beings is to be happy, right? That's everybody's goal. So can you be happy if you're disrespectful to people?
No.
That's correct. That's the answer.
No.
You're never going to attain peace, joy, and happiness by hurting someone. That's just not going to. You may think it does. It could be maybe in the short run. It seemed like that, but it doesn't have any longevity. That's not going to happen. It's the same with, they were asking me about healthcare the other day. Why is healthcare so much better in almost every other country than here? It's because they practice it. When people are born, they give them healthcare, and when they die, they've still been getting it. So their healthcare is much cheaper. Why? Because their people always got it. And the better you take care of yourself, the less health care you need. Why is it so expensive here? Well, there's a greed factor in the fact that most people don't have it. So when once in a while they do get it, they need so much, it's expensive. See, it's common sense, but a lot of people don't have common sense, right? A lot of people don't care. Now, some of those countries, you'd say, well, they care about their people, so they have universal health care. Or they know it's financially smarter to give it to them. Choose whichever way you want to look at it. But at the end of the day, healthy people are going to be more peaceful, right? Did that make sense?
Kind of,
Okay.
it's kind of a lot for me to consume as a rookie. So
Ask another question.
So what you said, I have to respect people.
Oh, no, you don't have to respect people. Only if you want to be peace.
Right.
Be at
So
peace
if I
and be
wanna
happy and
if
has
I-
enjoy. If you want to be miserable, don't respect them.
Right. So if you
Don't
want
like
to
that
practice
one.
this program, do that.
Yes.
That's gonna bring happiness.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Enjoy.
What is that saying? You'll get more bees with honey than, I forget.
Vinegar.
Is that the saying? I didn't even know.
Yep, it
But
is.
we have to, we've gotten so far away from the love of God. We don't know how to be good to people. And we think we are only going to be good to people if we like them. See the judgment there?
Absolutely.
Someplace in the Bible it talks about, it's an old story about the people coming into the church. They're dressed really well, so they give them the best seats. Why don't they give the best seat to the guy who's got the worst set of clothes in the whole church? Because they judged it.
Oh.
They're both people. They're both children of God. If we care about people, they're supposed to be our brothers and sisters. This guy's down and out. He needs us to be more caring and respectful to him. The guy that's got balance and he's pretty much got it together, he probably doesn't need too much from us. But this guy does. So who should we give it to?
The one who needs it.
That's right. That's right. Not the want, but the need.
And you feel that respect is more important than loving somebody?
Well, because you can't love everybody because you don't even know them. You pass people in the grocery store, they may be from Russia, who knows, Chicago, somewhere, you'll never see them again. So you don't have an opportunity to love them, but you have an opportunity to respect them because they're within your boundaries, right? They're there. We go to the play and we meet people from different states, different cities, but if you're at peace with yourself, you break into conversation, and pretty soon after the intermission and a couple of breaks, you feel like a friendship, a kinship with these people. Why? Because you were open to them and they were open to you. That's a great thing, great gift. Nothing is worse than feeling not part of. I know some mornings I'm up quite early, and the fellows that pick up the trash, I ask them, because I have a fridge in my garage with bottled water and soda. So when they come, I ask them if they would like bottles of water, because sometimes it's hot even early in the morning, and some appreciate it and some don't, but I still offer because they need to be hydrated, and this is being there for others is a good thing. Okay. So did we answer the picking and choosing?
Right.
All right. So remember, because I don't remember, you can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, or even make an appointment if you wish. At the bottom of the page, it has
Links.
links.
And you could also
links. Get it? The links.
And you could also comment, and please make sure to subscribe to the channel because we put weekly videos.
Okay. I hope that these videos will help you or someone you know. Take care now. Bye-bye.